right, we're here with DeAndre Sauceda and JC Miller, both juniors for the Cabrillo football team. JC Miller's looking to be the starting quarterback. This guy's going to be the middle linebacker. Doing our season preview stuff. So JC, first you're taking over for Brett Gregory. Prolific offense last year. How do you feel at this point in the season? You guys just started practice. Are you ready for the season? You ready for varsity football? What's kind of your mentality right now at this point in the year?
Yeah, I feel confident about the season, and I basically know all the plays because I was JV quarterback last year, so I feel confident.
Are there some pieces to work with offensively? I know Stephen French last year was a huge asset for Gregory in the offense. Is there a player you expect to step up offensively that you're working with real well during preseason stuff? Who are some weapons you have to use in the offense this year?
Isaac Rich, Xander Robinette, Eli Mayhew, all good players. We have really good receiving core.
Okay. And DeAndre, what do you think your role is on the defense? Middle linebacker, usually the quarterback of the defense.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think you're gonna do? What's your role on the defense? You gonna be leading that side of the ball? What should we expect from you?
We're going full speed, 100%, all pursuing of the ball, ripping through, making sure we got a breakdown tackle this year. Okay. We had too many missed tackles last year.
What was your role last year? Were you you were a sophomore on varsity?
Yes.
What was your role last year? Did you learn a lot? Do you think you've improved since last year? How do you think you've built off last year?
I learned a lot from the seniors, so they helped me to what I am now. So I learned how to be a leader now.
How do you feel about Cabrillo football? The reputation you guys have. Do you think there's some work to do there?
Yeah, there's some work to do. I hate being known as an easy win, or this is just going in the game. It's gonna be easy. No, that has to change. It's gonna change.
Do you think you guys have achieved that somewhat this year? Kind of changing the culture a little bit.
Yeah, this year we're changing it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, our defense for sure. We're changing that.
Okay. And how do you feel about that? The offense has been good. Defense might need some work last year. Do you feel like you guys have made some strides? Are you guys excited for the season? You guys opened up with Santa Maria. How do you feel about the culture and kind of the reputation of Cabrillo football right now? Do you think you guys can improve that a little bit?
Definitely. I feel like we improved from last year. We're doing better.
Okay. Thanks for your time. Good luck this year.
Thank you, man.
Okay. All right, we're here with Cabrillo coach Don Willis. It's year 2 for you here at Cabrillo. What are the expectations for you guys? What do you think we can expect from you? New quarterback, Brett Gregory was great last year. Stephen French, great receiver. New pieces on offense, new pieces on defense. What do you think the expectations are for you guys?
For us, this year, we're going to rely heavily on defense. I think we have 8 returners back, something like that, and a good number of them were sophomores. So with that year of experience and a good summer of training and working out and learning, they've looked really well. In fact, yesterday was a defensive day and lots of energy. So we're looking for that. Offensively, we're going to be a work in progress. Losing a kid like Brett Gregory is tough. But that's high school football. They grow and they graduate. So. It's going to be tough for us, but we've got a couple of kids that have seemed to step it up. JC Miller and Matt Rocha. Matt will be a senior. Played some snaps last year, not many. Brett was never hurt. So, and then JC, who was our JV quarterback last year, who had some struggles, but has worked extremely hard this summer. So we're looking forward to some good competition over the next couple of weeks. And I told him, make my job hard. Make my decision hard. You guys just go compete. So, good mix of young and old. We're still extremely young. When you play 7 sophomores last year, it doesn't always bode well for the present, but the future looks good.
Okay. And talk about yourself a little bit. You spent some time at Santa Maria. This is second year for you at Cabrillo. Do you still feel you're growing as a coach, learning new stuff? Implementing anything new this year? How do you feel about yourself as a coach and with your staff and the program? How do you feel about the way you're leading everything over there? You still learning some stuff?
I believe if you do anything and you want to be good at it, then you're always learning. You should never take the attitude that you know everything, because there's always something new out there. For myself, I think our staff has grown this year. I think we've solidified and gelled a little bit better. And pulling our heads together to make, to put the kids in good positions. defensively, offensively, there's 3 of us on campus. Unfortunately, we're not all on campus, but we're constantly talking about different things that maybe we can implement and try. And as for myself, everybody always looks and says, well, he played professional football for 10 years. And, well, yeah, I do know a lot, but you don't know everything, and no one does. And so for me, it's always a process of trying to learn more and pick up different things. Every level of football is kind of a copycat league. It's kind of a copycat thing. And guys want to go with things that work. You see somebody successful with something, you're like, hey, maybe we can do that. And so there's a lot of that goes into it. But the most important thing for me is making sure our boys have a positive experience.
Okay. Finally, what are some goals for you guys this year? You hoping to fight for a playoff spot? Obviously winning the big games is always a big deal with you guys. What you guys just want to start out with a good game against Santa Maria week 0? What are some goals? What do we expect out of you guys this year?
The number one goal year in and year out for me is to make the playoffs. That's a positive year. Now, obviously, you want to have the best seat possible, and the best way to do that is to win league. Our league is extremely competitive, with Lompoc, St. Joe, Pioneer, and St. Inez. So those 4 weeks are brutal. They really, really are. And with it only being a 5-team league, you really can't afford to drop more than 1 game. So it's a challenge. It keeps us going. But at the end of the day, and I tell the kids this all the time, if we can look and see improvement from week to week, then we can feel good about what's going on. Now, obviously, you want to win ball games. I mean, that's why you compete. That's why sports exist, to win. But I also believe that a lot can be learned from a loss. You don't accept a loss, but you try to learn and move on from it and not make those mistakes again. So I fully expect us to be better than we were last year. 3-7 is not good enough. But we got a challenging season, but we're stepping up to it.
Okay. Best of luck. August 28th, first game, week 0. Thanks for your time, Coach, and good luck this season. I'm Santa Maria Times Assistant Sports Editor Joe Bailey. We just had our media day here at St. Joseph High School. We had 11 schools come and take pictures, video, interviews, all that good stuff. So I want to take a moment to thank everybody who came today, especially St. Joseph for letting us host this event here today. It was a lot of fun. We hope to do this again in the future. So look for our special section previewing the upcoming high school football season. It will be in the Santa Maria Times and Lompoc Record on Sunday, August 23rd, in the Adobe Press and Times Press Recorder on Friday, August 28th, the same day the season starts. So get ready for the season and expect the great coverage that we provide every year.